Hello Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Battle Stadium singles video here on iStarly TV. This is part of my Road to Master series where I try to climb the online ranked Battle Stadium singles ladder. Today we have a new team that I built featuring Calyrex, Shadow Rider I think it's called, which is probably the strongest restricted legend in this metagame. It's extremely powerful. It's got a massive special attack stat, an amazing speed stat. It's faster than pretty much everything that you commonly see. It's also got decent defenses, and when it gets a knockout, it gets +1 special attack. So it's just kind of dumb all around. I face it a lot, and I don't think I've done a video featuring it on my channel even in the last round of this metagame, so figured I'd try it out, and I tried this set and I really like it. It's sub Encore with leftovers, so it's a little bit bulkier. I mean, I'm still running max special attack, max speed, but the goal is to kind of set up a substitute, Encore them into a move that is kind of weak, and then get some knockouts and win the game. As far as my supporting cast, we've got my Choice Scarf Espeon, which I've used in the past several times. This is one of my favorites just in general. It is great at stopping Stealth Rock from the enemy team, and it also hits decently hard. It's also a pretty good check to enemy Calyrex because it can one-hit KO with Shadow Ball, unless they run Focus Sash, which they often do. Then I have Focus Sash Chien-Pao. This is an Adamant Chien-Pao, so we're meant to just hit a lot harder. Focus Sash, of course, effectively guarantees that we survive any hit. Then I've got Assault Vest Dondozo, which is there, honestly, for opposing Calyrex. This is one Pokemon I have on my team that can tank a hit from opposing Calyrex, and then that's why we have Crunch for the Calyrex. It's 4 times super effective, of course, against Calyrex, and then we also just have Fissure just to try to get some KOs against certain things. Finally, the last 2 Pokemon, we have Ting-Lu. This is pretty standard, but we're actually running max HP and max attack. So this is a more offensive Ting-Lu. It's still really tanky, it still survives hits from a lot of common Pokemon, and it still hits pretty hard, and we're still using it to get up Stealth Rock. Finally, we've got Flutter main. This is, the EV spread is meant, I think, to tank hits from Chien-Pao, I believe. So we've got a little bit of defense investment, as well as, the remaining amount in, special attack, as well as max speed with the booster energy and Thunder Wave. I've been really liking Thunder Wave on Flutter main. Just being able to paralyze things like Calyrex has been really helpful, and then Hex, of course, is boosted by the opponent being paralyzed. So that's the team. Go ahead and try it out if you like, and let me know how it does for you, and let's get to those games. Here is our first game of the video, and my opponent has an opposing Calyrex, which is pretty scary. I mean, I do have a couple Pokemon that are meant to kind of answer it, but the thing about Calyrex, the thing about a lot of the restricted Pokemon in this meta is you can have Pokemon that, like, quote-unquote counter it, but if you take a little bit of extra damage early, or you just kind of make a mistake, sometimes it doesn't even matter. Sometimes you don't have anything that can counter them. I see that they have Grimmsnarl, which I really don't like. I do find that annoying. I wonder if I lead Espeon. I mean, seeing that they have Grimmsnarl, they're probably going to go for, like, Screams, which is really annoying. I actually don't know how to beat that. I could lead Calyrex, which might look kind of weird, and might actually be kind of weird. I don't know. I'm running out of time. I'm just going to bring these 3. Maybe I should have led with Espeon, but like I said, Espeon's great at stopping things like Stealth Rock and other entry hazards, other status moves, but Light Screen and Reflect are not, moves that are countered by Magic Bounce, so we're going to see how this plays out. I'm leading Calyrex. I'm expecting them to lead Grimmsnarl. You know what? The problem here is if they have something like Thunder Wave or even Trick, that could be a real big problem for me, so maybe this was a mistake. Maybe I should go into Espeon. If they don't have Thunder Wave or Trick, then they're just going to either set up screens or they're going to go for, like, Spirit Break. But do I want to take that risk? I'm honestly not sure I can afford to take that risk. And if usually the only dark move that Grimmsnarl has is Sucker Punch, so if they just go Sucker Punch here, that's fine. But I just don't think I want to take that risk. Go into my beautiful shiny Espeon. They do go light screen, so I could have just gone for the substitute there. That actually would have been pretty nice. I'm just going to go ahead and trick them now. I mean, they have Calyrex, so maybe I should be keeping that in mind. My opponent forgets about Magic Bounce, which is great. I mean, that's why I run Espeon with Magic Bounce. I'm going to actually grab their Light Clay, which is kind of annoying, but putting a Choice Scarf on their Grimmsnarl is pretty rough for them. That's pretty bad for them. So that should end up helping me in the long run. Yeah, we grab their Light Clay. So now if they go for Reflect, it's not going to last for all the turns. I guess I just go Alluring Voice. Just get off some damage. What do they go for here? Spirit Break. Okay, that's fair. I think it lowers our special attack 100% of the time, so that's kind of annoying, but we're just gonna stay in. I guess if they kill us, that's okay, because then we can go into Calyrex and set up a sub. I think that's what I'm gonna go for. I mean, Espeon kind of served its purpose. Like, again, Espeon is good at a pretty decent check against their Calyrex, but if we can stall out these light screen turns, that can be pretty good for us. Plus, we have Chien-Pao in the back, so if our Calyrex dies, we go into Chien-Pao and we can guaranteed survive a hit, but honestly, that's not a great place to be. Gonna go for a substitute, just kind of hope for the best here, just kind of see how much damage it does. Or maybe I'm better off just knocking them out here. Well, I'm not even sure I'm going to knock them out, so actually I think we do need to substitute. And if they don't break my sub with Spirit Break, that is perfect for us. And if they do break it, I'm stalling out more turns of the light screen. Also, there's a chance they get paralyzed, which can be good for us. They do go Spirit Break. Let's hope it doesn't break, but it probably will. Yeah. But like I said, we're kind of stalling out some light screen turns. If we can ever safely, like, stay behind a sub, I think we're in a good spot. I'm just not sure. I mean, I guess I could Terrastalize and knock them out. Well, I'm not even sure that that would knock them out, but I would get a boosted Draining Kiss. We'll just go sub one more time here. Maybe two more times. We're going to see how this plays out. Yeah, they Spirit Break. Unfortunately, I'm not getting lucky with the para. How many turns are left for light screen? There's got to be like one turn left or something. Let's check. One turn left. I was right. Okay. And they... Yeah, I mean, the big problem is their Calyrex. Like, I really need to be concerned about that because I'm really low on health. So if they go into their Calyrex, like, they're just going to easily destroy me after that. Huh. Okay, so now I can Draining Kiss and knock them out and get a little bit of health back. I'm pretty sure I knocked them out even without Terrastalizing. I mean, if I don't, then the game is basically over. I don't think it's worth it to go for sub just to try... Yeah, it's not worth it to go for sub just to try to get them fully paralyzed. Just going to go Draining Kiss. Of course, they're just going to go into their Calyrex after this. And that puts me on the back foot. Because we are going to Speed Tie. Get the special attack boost, but it's going to be a Speed Tie like I said. If they go into their Calyrex, the most common Terra types for Calyrex are Fairy and Fighting. So I think I'm pretty much safe going for Astral Barrage. But it's pretty likely that they have Focus Sash, because I think that's probably one of the more common items on it. It's probably not even really worth it for me to Terra. Well, yeah, it is. Well, I don't know. I feel like I probably die whether I Terrastalize or not. If they go first and hit me with an Astral Barrage, I think I die no matter what. But there's a chance that I survive it. We'll find out. That does look really cool. I mean, Calyrex is just broken. They go first. That's really bad. I don't know if there's a chance it's... Oh, I do survive. Wow. That's amazing. They probably have Sash, though. Of course they do. Although, it's still a Speed Tie. Unless they're Choice Scarf, which would be kind of weird. So there's still a chance we can kill them here if we outspeed. Just gonna go Draining Kiss just in case. Dang, okay. So they knock me out, but that's fine because I just get to go into Chien-Pao and just knock them out because I do have Ice Shard. So that's good. So that just puts us in the 1v1 category where both me and my opponent have one Pokemon remaining. The problem is I have Terastallized already and my opponent has not. So we gotta see how that plays out. We go Chien-Pao. And like I said, we have Ice Shard, so this should knock them out unless they're like Terra Steel or something, which I think is still gonna knock them out. Yep. And the last Pokemon, I don't know who I hope it is. Like if it's Dragonite, I don't think we knock them out because of multi-scale. It's Urshifu, which of course can break my Focus Sash. Alright, I think I lose here. I'm just gonna go Sacred Sword just in case we somehow get a crit or something. You never know. Oh my god, that does nothing. Yeah, we're dead. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of Urshifu, and that's a Pokemon that I think I need to have more answers for on my teams. But we lost the Speed Tie to Calyrex twice. It was a Speed Tie because they went for Astral Barrage turn 1, and then they went for Draining Kiss right after. So they were not Choice Scarfed. So we just lost the Speed Tie twice. Had we won the Speed Tie, honestly, I think we could have won, unless their Urshifu had Aqua Jet, which is pretty possible. Or if it had Choice Scarf. Although even if it has Choice Scarf, I kind of feel like we're still faster. I don't know. There was ways that we could have done better there, but we didn't. So let's go to game 2. Here's our second game. And they've got Miraidon, they have Iron Valiant, which is really cool. They also have Serperior, which can be kind of annoying. They have a lot of Pokemon you don't normally see, but each of them is pretty good still. Like, Serperior has potential to be really scary. Serperior has potential to be pretty scary. Metagross can be pretty scary as well. Sneasler is good. Sneasler probably has Electric Seed. So, a lot of things we're going to need to play around here. I would love to lead Ting Lu, but then they have Serperior. So that just doesn't really work for us. Could lead Flutter Mane, but the problem with that is if we lead Flutter Mane and they lead something that's good against Flutter Mane, we basically waste our booster energy. Chien-Pao looks good here as well. Sorry about the nickname. I got it from Pokemon Home because I needed another one, and then when I got it, I realized it had a stupid nickname. It's probably, you know, edited or whatever. It's not hacked. Like, it doesn't have... It has the amount of EVs that it needs. Like, it doesn't have any more EVs or IVs than is possible, but it's just an ugly name. Fine, I'll lead... No. I'll lead Chien-Pao, bring Cali, and bring Flutter. And like I said, I would like to lead Flutter, but I'm just going to keep it in the back because of the booster energy. If we lead Flutter and they lead, like, Metagross, we're just kind of cooked. Although I could Terra at that point, but it just feels bad to do that. We'll see. We'll see how this plays out. Chien-Pao's a fine lead as well because it looks decent against most of their Pokemon, and of course it can survive any hit from any of them. They do lead Metagross, so I am kind of happy that I didn't lead Flutter. Although, honestly, leading Flutter and like just going Terra Fire right off the bat doesn't look too bad here, but let's just go ahead and crunch, get off some damage. If they Terra right away, that's fine for me. Yeah, we get off a lot of damage there. Of course, one thing we're going to have to keep in mind with Metagross is Bullet Punch. And so with that in mind, I'm actually just going to go for Ice Shard here, which it probably won't kill. I do not have Sucker Punch, unfortunately. Yeah, it doesn't kill. And they do have Bullet Punch, sure. I mean, at that point, there was no better play than just going Ice Shard. If I had Sucker Punch, that would be perfect, but, you know, if I switch into Calyrex, it takes needless damage. If I switch into Flutter Mane, it's dead. So basically, that's what I had to do. But now we get to go into Calyrex and get a knockout. They are going to go Bullet Punch here, but we should survive that. They're obviously not Choice Banded, so we know that our damage is going to be... or their damage is not going to be, like, the max it could be. I'm tempted to go Draining Kiss. Oh my god. I'm tempted to go Draining Kiss, but if it doesn't knock them out... Oh my god, I'm gonna click it. This is really greedy of me and probably extremely stupid of me. Because if this does not knock them out... Okay, nice. I mean, it's very marginal, but it gives me like a couple points of HP back. And it still gets the knockout anyway, so... And it saves a PP of Astral Barrage, because Astral Barrage only has a PP. So just like preserving that could be valuable. See what they go into now, though. It's probably going to be a strong Pokemon. Miraidon would be... Oh. Sorry, my signal cut out. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully it's still recording. Okay, yeah, they go into Miraidon, get up the electric terrain. They know that I have Draining Kiss, so... Although Draining Kiss is not going to do that much damage. I'm going to sub just to see what happens. This might be stupid of me, but they're probably going to go like Electro Drift. But if they go Calm Mind... I don't know. This is probably not very good. Honestly, I don't know if I can beat this. I don't know if I can win against this Pokemon. Maybe I just didn't bring the right Pokemon. They're going to Terrastallize 2, and that's going to be Electric type. Okay. Huh. I don't know if there's any way I can stop this. I could sub-stall them and try to stall out the electric terrain, and then when I go into Flutter Mane, maybe there's a chance that I survive. Because I could go like Mystical Fire to lower their special attack. At that point, though, I think Flutter Mane just struggles against... Oh, it's Life Orb. Okay. This is going to be extremely annoying, but I am going to go ahead and spam Substitute till the last possible moment. We know that we're faster than them, and the fact that their Life Orb is pretty nice here. Although, honestly, I don't think there's a chance that we stall out Electro Terrain. Yeah, especially what they have. Well, it doesn't matter, like, Flash Cannon or Electro Drift, either of those would have broken my sub. So, it doesn't matter that they have Flash Cannon here. Oh, well, actually, now that we know they have Flash Cannon, we basically know that our Flutter Mane is as good as dead. Unless we can miraculously stall out the Electric Terrain, which, honestly, they could also have the Electric... What is it called? No, the Terrain Extender item, which would extend the terrain so that we wouldn't be able to run it out. I don't know. Do we even get one more sub? I'm not sure we do. So we might have to go for Astral Barrage right here. We are at +1 special attack. Sub is a fourth of our HP. Yeah, I don't think we have enough. We would need, like... What would that be? Like 44 HP? Is that right? Are we 3 points of HP short of getting a substitute here? I think we are. Let's go Barrage now. Let's see if it knocks him out. I am at +1 special attack. Although if their last Pokemon Sneasler, we are also kind of cooked because it's going to get the... Yeah, so we get this, but... I think their last Pokemon's going to be Sneasler. So substitute, again, it's a fourth of your HP, right? Or is it half of your HP? Why am I always thinking... No, it's a fourth. I don't know what... I'm just confused. If it's a fourth, then I think a fourth of our HP, I believe, is 44, right? Because 40 times 4 is 160, and then 4 times 4 is 16, and 160 plus 100... Or 160 plus 16 is 176. So yeah, that's exactly... So we were short. We would not have been able to substitute there. But their last Pokemon's actually superior. And we're at +2 special attack? That is kind of wild. I actually might win this game. Unless they're Choice Scarf. Okay. Wow. I mean, that shows you right there. That's what Calyrex is meant to do. It just kind of destroys people out of nowhere. Like, it's a stupid Pokemon. I know I keep complaining about it. And look at its legs. Its legs are like pencils. But either way... That was crazy. I'm surprised I won that. Like, looking at team preview, I mean, Miraidon's honestly just all around scary. It's pretty tanky. It hits really hard. It's pretty fast. and it supports the rest of their team. So it just kind of does it all. Miraidon's really good. And I was actually checking the stats, and it looks like Miraidon's actually seeing more play right now than Koraidon. So it's the second most used restricted, which is crazy. So let's go to game 3. I don't know what's going on with my opponent. They do not have a Pokemon. They only have 5. There's one Pokemon they don't have, so they only have 5. They do have Zacian, though, which I do not like. My team is actually pretty weak to Zacian, however you say it, which I do not like. Like, my only hope against that is to hope that I can get a couple of boosts on Calyrex to, like, one-hit KO it. I think Dondozo is going to be pretty good here. It's decent against Zacian, decent against Urshi. It's actually pretty decent against their whole team. I kind of want to lead with it. I think I need to bring Calyrex because of Zacian. I also might need to bring... Nah, Chien-Pao. I don't know if it does enough. Maybe Espeon? Or Flutter. If we bring Flutter... If I lead Flutter and they lead Chien-Pao, that's awful. But if I bring Flutter and they lead just about anything else, I kind of like that. You know what? I'm going to lead Dondozo. Although if I do that, we don't have a good switch if we need to. But at the same time, like, I don't know what we would want to switch into. So I think this is a fine lead for me. Talonflame... You never see Talonflame. I'm assuming it's got, like, Brave Bird with Gale Wings, but it could be kind of support Talon with, like, Tailwind, stuff like that. They do lead Talonflame. Okay. Get to lead Dondozo. Get off some damage with Liquidation. Again, if they have something like Will-O-Wisp, that could be really annoying for me. That could actually be really bad for me, but I definitely do not want to switch Flutter Mane into a Talonflame. Because if they happen to have, like, Brave Bird, that's going to hurt. Big U-turn. Okay, I'm fine with this. Definitely. Ooh, that... Oh, man, that does a lot of damage. The problem with Dondozo is it doesn't have any recovery, because I'm running Assault Vest, so there's no way I can run any recovery on it. So every little bit of damage it takes is permanent, which is really rough. They go into Zacian now. I mean, I do have Unaware, so I basically ignore that attack boost, but we are specially defensive. What's it called? Dondozo. Honestly, I'm going to go Liquidation. I think, because obviously Fissure would kill them. Ooh, this is going to hurt. Oh, it doesn't, actually. Oh, but they're getting speed boosts. That's really bad. Huh. I think I just stay in here. If we ever force them to switch out, we're in perfect position, because... I mean, given how much that Trailblaze did, wow, no way. My opponent's really messing it up here. We have Unaware, so this is basically doing nothing. They're basically wasting their turn. Defense drop? Nope. We might not kill them with this Liquidation, which is kind of annoying, but I think we can survive 2 more hits from them, given, again, a super effective Trailblaze did just about nothing. And... not nothing, but their other move is probably going to be, you know, a Steel-type move, which of course we resist. So we are able to knock them out, which is absolutely massive. And I think at that point, Dondozo has served its purpose. Like, yes, we're extremely low on health and we have no way of recovering, but we knocked out their strongest Pokemon. They go into Urshi now. This is something I didn't want to see. Just going to click Fissure, just hope for the best, you know, roll the dice here. They're going to be faster. Obviously, Surging Strikes does nothing, because we resist it. They could go close combat. They are going close combat. Ooh, they knock us out. I wonder if that means that they're Choice Banded. Because I think what I'll do here is go into... Flutter Mane? Or do I go into Cali? If I go into Cali, I can go Barrage. Probably knock them out unless they're Focus Sash. And then do I just get destroyed by Surging Strikes? Probably. Huh. It just depends on what set they're running. It could be Choice Banded. I'm kind of surprised that Close Combat did a lot. I'm tempted to go Flutter Mane and go Thunder Wave. I don't think that's worth it. I'm going to go Cali. They're at -1 special defense, so if they are not Focus Sash and not Choice Scarf... Actually, if they're Choice Scarf, that's great. Yeah, so if they're not Focus Sash, then we probably kill them here. Because if they're Choice Scarf, they have to switch out, because that means they're locked into close combat. Oh no. Are they Terra Water with Aqua Jet? But I don't think that would kill me. They are Terra Water. If they're Focus Sash... If they're Focus Sash, we could very well lose the game. They're probably Focus Sash. Or maybe they're doing this because they're worried about... Oh, perfect. Yeah, maybe they did that as well because they're worried about the fairy type move. So that's great. Yeah, I think we win at this point. Because now we're at +1, and I mean, Talonflame cannot... Talonflame has no chance of surviving a +1 Astral Barrage from the strongest Pokemon in the game at the moment. Although they could Brave Bird, but I don't think that's going to really matter. They do Brave Bird, which is going to do some damage to them. Wow. If I lose this game, dude, oh my god. No way, dude. Oh, that's painful. I'm pretty sure I live. The nice thing is that Brave Bird no longer has priority because they've taken damage, but I don't think Hex is going to knock them out. So I think I have to Thunder Wave first. And hey, this Talonflame has got nothing but critical hits, so if they get another crit, we're probably dead. Oh, nice. Actually, I think we win here. And I'm just going to do this now, just in case. But I am going to go ahead and Terra Fire. I should have done that sooner, because... if they have Flare Blitz, that could be a problem. I mean, Flare Blitz would do as much damage as Brave Bird, but you never know. They could try to switch things up and go for Flare Blitz. So just going Terra Fire here is gonna guarantee I resist that. And since we haven't Terrastalized, we might as well. This should kill. Yeah. I mean, it's a Talonflame. Talonflame. It was broken in Gen 6, and then they nerfed it right after that, so it has not been great ever since. I think it's okay in doubles, because it has, like, Tailwind and stuff, but in singles, unfortunately, it's not very good. So either way, we get the win there, so that's nice. We get a nice finish to those last two games, and you can kind of see in all three of these games, you can see just how volatile this meta is. Like, sometimes you have a plan for things, but there are Pokemon that are just so insanely strong that... sometimes your plan does not matter, or sometimes you can't execute your plan because they're really pressuring you one way, so you have to like pop the Terra early or whatever the case. Either way, like the point is that this is an extremely powerful meta and it's ruthless. I have found it to be ruthless, but I really enjoy that team. I thought it was a lot of fun. You know, sure, I'm using Calyrex and Flutter Mane, you know, and Dondozo. Like, these are not super refreshing Pokemon to use, but I still enjoyed it, and I like this team a lot. This is probably one of the stronger teams I've built, so we're going to see if we can keep building off of it or keep building other strong teams. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Let me know if you're enjoying your day. Let me know what video games you're playing. Obviously, Scarlet and Violet, I'm still having fun with them in these battles, but obviously they're kind of nearing the end of their life cycle, given that Legend ZA is coming out at some point, and Scarlet Violet has been out for 2 years, so... either way, still fun, still good stuff. Have a great day, comment below, and subscribe.